This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Charli XCX, everyone's mad for her album, Brat. Everyone's having a Brat summer. But we're having, unless you're in Australia where you're having a Brat winter. And let me tell you, Brat winter is miserable.
It's not as fun as a Brat summer, but we have a Brat summer to look forward to in 4 months, let's say.
That's true. I do like knowing that. When I look at people's insufferable photographs of them enjoying the sun in Italy, I was very careful not to do that because you just want to die.
I wasn't.
No, because you're never careful not to show off ever. That's the whole point, isn't it? I look at them and I think, fine, you enjoy that because November, December, January, February, we're fine here.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about Charli XCX. I tried to listen to her album over the weekend. I can see that it's amazing.
Yep.
But it was a bit too much for my mature ears.
I respect that, Swan, and I get that because it's quite clubby and hectic bops for when you're getting ready to go out or when you're driving. It's definitely a Gen Z millennial vibe.
Can I tell you, I loved the vibe of it, but the auto-tune got too much for me.
Ah.
Yeah, it was just sort of grating all the time.
Yeah, you do have to get used to it. It did take me a minute.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you said that because I was thinking like, oh, God, that's it. It's just Taylor Swift forever now, which actually is not bad. But Lorde and Charli XCX have had a beef, apparently, over a long time now. Lorde, of course, I miss her. I wish that she would have a new song every week because I think she's fabulous and we loved her in Royals and all sorts of different songs. Royals. Remember hearing this for the first time and just going, who is this?
So unique. Such a game changer.
So brilliant. Anyway, they have had a long-standing feud, kind of created by other people. But Charli XCX wrote about it on the album in a song.
Yeah, I don't know if you like me. Sometimes I think you might hate me. Sometimes I think I might hate you. Maybe you just want to be me. You always say let's go out, so we go eat at a restaurant. Sometimes it feels a bit awkward because we don't have much in common.
Ooh.
People say we're alike. They say we've got the same hair.
True.
We talk about making music, but I don't know if it's honest. Can't tell if you want to see me falling over and failing, and you can't tell what you're feeling. I think I know how you feel.
Oh, it's so interesting.
It's so interesting, and that's what I love about Brat. The whole album, to me anyway, and sort of a lot of the themes throughout the songs are so relatable because I feel like everyone's got that mate that you're like a little bit on the fence about. A frenemy. Anyway, what happened though is in the lead up to Lorde dropping, Charli XCX, dropping that song on the album, she sent Lorde a voice memo a week before, no reply. Sent her a voice note the day of release, didn't hear from her.
Saying I've written about
this
our
song,
weird behaviour.
Just so you know, this song called Girl So Confusing is about you. Well, then Lorde got back to her and posted on social media. If you want to do a deep dive, you can.
Yeah.
Pretty much saying, oh my God, I didn't know you felt this way. I'm so sorry. Let's do this. Let's do a remix of the song together. And this is what...
So we hear Lorde's side of the story.
We do. This is what that remix sounds like.
Well, honestly, I was speechless when I woke up to your voice. Now you told me how you'd been feeling. Let's work it out on the remix. You'd always say let's go out, but then I'd cancel last minute. I was so lost in my head and scared to be in your pictures. Cause for the last couple years, I've been a bore in my body. I tried to starve myself thinner, and then I gained all the way back.
So she's kind of
so interesting
saying that she had her own struggles, and it was really interesting as well. I'm obviously in a Brat obsession.
Yeah, of course.
I read a full Rolling Stone interview with Charli XCX from a couple of months ago, and she was saying she was honest and said that she was really jealous of Lorde's success when she released Royals because that's when Charli XCX was trying to become a superstar.
And then the other side of the story is that Lorde didn't want to. She cancelled at the last minute because she didn't feel good enough to be in Charli XCX's photos on Insta.
Thought she was too cool.
You got to be gentle with people.
You do, Swanee, you do.
Are we going to talk Rod Stewart? Have we run out of time?
Let's quickly do it.
He says he's aware his days are numbered. I mean, Fred, and that we all have to pass. Yes, he's nearly 80, and that must be very, very alarming. Imagine how many songs for his funeral he's gone through, your style,
he
Jack.
Totally would do that.
Oh my God, so many. I just want to have a moment's silence for my favourite Rod Stewart song, Young Turks. And you want to, if you want this to add this to your playlist, don't go Young Hearts because that's not what it's called. It's called Young Turks, which is annoying. But also a moment's silence for the very beginning of this banger, Do You Think I'm Sexy? Just enjoy how it starts.
It's such a vibe.
Sugar, yeah, Roddy.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
But first,
Chrissy's clickbait.
I am a Paris Hilton stan.
Oh, same.
There was a time there where it was really cool to hate her. You know, in the 90s and The Simple Life and, she's an idiot, she's a bimbo.
And when Pink was releasing Stupid Girls, like around 2005, I feel like no one liked her.
That was really mean of Pink.
That was. Alicia, be better.
I wonder if anyone would ever ask her that, apart from me.
Well, she changes the lyrics when she performs that song now live. You know how she changes it to Don't Let Me Get Me, where she says damn Britney Spears, and she says beautiful Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I think she would have changed her tune nowadays.
I reckon so too. And also, you can't get mad at decisions that people make 20 years ago. It was a different world. But Paris Hilton has got a new song with Meghan Trainor. Now, we love Paris Hilton, and you and I often talk about her song Stars Are Blind. It is one of the greats.
It is.
Absolutely one of the greats. And fingers crossed, some of that kind of DNA jumps over to this song with Meghan Trainor. Oh, crazy. Yes, stars are blind. Yes, Paris.
I don't know if she's ever going to be able to top that, but should we hear this song with Meghan Trainor?
Let's give it a go.
'Cause I'm done chasing your love, chasing your love.
It's got a similar sort of calypso vibe.
Yeah.
She can sing.
You reckon?
Yeah, I can. I do. I do think Paris Hilton can sing.
That's a huge compliment, Swanee.
Well, play the original song. You
Stars
can hear
Are
it
Blind.
there, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. She's like breathy, but it's there.
She absolutely can sing.
You're spot on.
Have you watched her doco?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
my God, amazing.
I was so thrilled the other day when Kathy Hilton appeared on The Kardashians too, because Kathy Hilton is also magical.
Yeah, but in a different way.
In a very different way.
I feel like Paris is really smart and Kathy maybe isn't. Now,
Paris's full album, though, we've got to mention, comes out September 6th, and it's called Infinite Icon.
The end.
Correct.
Added to the playlist, all of it. Now, this has occurred. A woman has found out her husband was cheating, and instead of just going the standard route of, I don't know, throwing a loaf of bread at him and saying, "You goddamn cheater," she has hatched a plan to surprise him at dinner with his lover.
My husband has been cheating on me for the last 3 months. I found her on Instagram, and she's married too. So tonight, her husband and I are going to be dining at the table right next to them, and they have no idea. Wish me luck.
Can you imagine that conversation? She's obviously slid into this poor man's DMs, gone, "Hi, my husband is having a relationship with your wife. Hopefully it's not news to you. Well, what are you doing at 7 o'clock? Do you want to come down to the pickle barrel and share a Cobb salad with me, because that's where they're going to be."
I mean, I hope she has Andy in the camera, because that is good TV to watch that on.
Speaking of, did you ever watch Cheaters?
No,
the
but you
very
told
first
me to.
old school.
I need to.
I don't even know where you'd find it now.
Surely
it feels
on YouTube.
It feels like a YouTube job. Yeah.
Speaking of that couple, though, they must have met on Ashley Madison, because they're both married and seeking arrangements outside their marriage.
It sounds to me like they met on... Any excuse to play the song. Ashley Madison's right. I think they met on Instagram, and I think that's where she's got all the details, because she's got her husband's login, and that's how she knows where they're going to be, how long it's been going for, all of it.
All of the evidence. Hey, that's us done. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. Make sure you tune in to us 2 p.m. tomorrow, because we will be revealing our first clue for the secret sound in Swan's solo Euro Summer.
Do not miss this.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.